In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 most fun cards to use right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. Now, this is going to be a different list kind of compared to what I normally do, but in my opinion, these are going to be the top 10 most fun cards to be using, and this is obviously personal preference. Like, this isn't a top 10 that most people agree on. It's just personally my top 10 fun cards to be using in game, and I want to know in the comment section down below. Let me know in the comment section down below, who are your guys' most fun cards to be using right now in the game. You can give me your top 10 most fun card list if you want to, top 5, or just some of the cards that you guys have the most fun using. But on my number 10 spot, not really ranked in order, but on my number 10 spot is going to be Dark Matter D-Wade. I think he's a very fun point guard to use. Like, I'm not going to be really talking about skill. Like, skill level does not matter how good of the cards they are. For example, a Magic Johnson, a Ben Simmons are way better than a guy like Dwayne Wade in game, but for me personally, I like using a Wade card a lot more than Ben Simmons or Magic because they're more quick, they can get to the basket, they usually have better jump shots, and are just better 3 hunters as well. Like, I just like enjoy using D-Wade, and the fact that he's such a good rim runner and he's so good at going to the basket. He kind of has those Russell Westbrook animations, at least dunking, where he just dunks from like the free throw line, dunks on anybody, gets some crazy good animations overall in game. I do wish his jump shot was a little bit faster, maybe on very quick timing, or had a different base, so you could obviously 3-hunt with the card a little bit more, but still a very fun card to use in my opinion. He also plays really good defense in game. He gets some crazy good chase down artist animations, or chase down animations, having that Hall of Fame chase down artist badge, 93 block. Like, he plays really good defense. Obviously he is still a very good point guard, but in my opinion, I do think, like, for my list, he's going to be a top 10 fun card to use. I'm not saying these are the most fun cards used in the game, just in my personal preference. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be Galliceable Ray Allen. He's a shooting guard, small forward, 6'5", with a 6'8" wingspan. The reason why I think this card's super fun to use is his 3-hunting ability. The defense doesn't matter because obviously we're talking about more offensive cards in this video. I will say though, Ray Allen, such a good jump shot on very quick timing. I think 3-hunting wise, he's one of the better 3-hunters in the game. Having the Steve Francis size up, like his movement just super clean to use, super smooth to dribble with this card, and just overall offensively one of the better offensive cards in the game. He can attack the basket, obviously has a 99 3 ball, tons of good Hall of Fame shooting badges. So for me, I think Ray Allen is one of the more fun cards to use in the game. Coming in at the number 8 spot, I did want to include, some sort of big man. Obviously guards and forwards and shooting guards are a lot more fun to use, at least in my opinion. If you like using big man, you might want to use a guy like Yao Ming, or I don't know, a post player like maybe a Taco Fall, or those type of cards. But in my opinion, I think Jokic for a big man is one of the most fun big man to use in the game right now. He's 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, and he does have 90 speed and 90 acceleration, so he's going to play that kind of small ball power forward position. Not really small ball, but he's going to be a really good offensive power forward, also having a 90 speed with ball and an 86 ball handle, so he can move really well for your power forward. Has a great jump shot, like honestly one of my favorite jump shots, especially in the catch and shoot. And the fact that this card can move a little bit for your power forward, it's just super fun to use. He's also got quick drops off 1. You guys probably will like Jokic. If you do use him, you'll probably find him to be a very fun card. So for me, I do think overall he's the 8th most fun card to use in the game right now. Coming in at the number 7 spot, like I said, I wanted to include some sort of big man. Now I might also make another video going over the top 10 budget fun cards to use in the game, because a lot of these cards on this list are going to be very, very expensive, including Dark Matter DRob. He goes for about 500,000 MT, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but he's still going to be so fun to use. I currently have him. I just recently bought him for about 550,000 MT. Not even talking about the defense. Like, he obviously is one of the best cards in the game, but not even just talking about that. He is just so fun to use. Has a great jump shot. He can actually move a little bit with the Darius Garland size up, which is a very solid size up. He's also got the Kobe escape, MJ dribble style, normal leader. Like, there's nothing you would really want extra on a guy like DRob. He can move really well on the offensive end, right? He's super fast. He can go to the rim, dunk on anybody, and overall he's going to get some really good defensive animation. So for me, I think Dark Matter DRob is going to be the 7th most fun card in the game. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be one of the most rare cards in the game, the Galliceable Mike Bantam. So I haven't got to use him too much, but I know from people's experiences and just me doing a gameplay on him, like, he is so fun to use in game, and that's going to be Galliceable Mike Bantam. He's a small forward, power forward, 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan. Like, yes, he's not a player that I've ever seen play in real life, but he's just so fun to use in game, and that is another factor of cards that I do enjoy using in game, is obviously players, like some of my favorite players in the game some of my favorite players in real life are some of my favorite cards to use in the game. You guys will see, more in my top 5, top 3, but I still think Mike Bantam, for how good of a card he is and just how fun he is to use in game, I still think he's got to be somewhere in this top 10, even though he is really rare to use and I haven't used him too much. But just from what I've seen, he is such a fun card to use because he's got one of the best jump shots in the game with the Kyle Kuzma base and the Rudy Gay upper, has that on quick timing, and then some very good dribble sigs. So for me, Mike Bantam, I do think is the 6th most fun free card, or most fun card in the game, I should say. Like I said, not really ranked in order, but just giving you guys my top 10 fun cards. I'm a number 5 spot. Is going to be one of my favorite players, is my favorite player of all time, and one of the better cards in the game is going to be Dark Matter LeBron. I still think he's such a fun card to use, at least in my opinion. This is obviously where the preference comes in, and obviously like who you like using in game. So if you don't like LeBron in real life, or like let's say you like a guy like Giannis, right? If you're a big Giannis fan, or you're a big John Morant fan, maybe you're big, I don't know, Jokic fan, like you'll like those cards in game. So that's kind of where I'm at with LeBron. Obviously, he's one of the best small forwards and one of the best cards in the game. So he has that fun factor that he's actually really good as well, but he's also just super fun to use because he's my favorite player of all time. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot, I think Steph Curry has to be somewhere in this top 10 just because it is Curry, and 3 hunting wise, he's just so fun to use. I don't know what it is about Steph Curry cards. Like, I'm not even a huge Steph Curry fan in real life. Obviously, I don't mind the guy. Like, I think he's fun to watch, but I'm not like a crazy Golden State or, Curry fan, but for whatever reason, he's just so fun to use in my team. Able to get up threes with this card, hit him with the Curry slide, the Curry escape. He's got a really good leaner, great jump shot. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know why, Curry's just so fun to use. So for me, he's going to be at the number 4 spot. Top 3, though, is going to be Tracy McGrady. I mean, he honestly could be the most fun card in the game just because his sigs are amazing. His jump shot is one of the fastest in the game, and this is the best card for 3 hunting. So if you guys like chucking up threes, which I think most people do, I would say Tracy McGrady is definitely the best 3 hunter in the game with the jump shot and the very good dribble sigs as well. And then obviously stats and badges wise, going to be very, very elite, being a Dark Matter with 30 Hall of Fame badges. At my number 2 spot, though, these are easily my 2 favorite cards to be using in the game right now, and one of them is going to be Galaxy James Harden. He is such a fun point guard to use. He's 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan. Is he better than a guy like Pink Diamond Denny? No. Is he better than Ben Simmons? I don't think so. Is he better than Magic? No as well. But he is so much more fun to use than those cards in my opinion, just because of his ability to 3 hunts. And once you learn his dribble sigs, you can actually really cook people up on the offensive end. Like, I know he might not be the greatest, point guard in the game, but he's still so fun to use with these really good dribble sigs. It might take a little bit of time to get used to, learning his sigs and learn how the cards move, how this card moves. But once you learn how this card can move, he is so dominant on the offensive end. Great jump shot, like I said, really good dribble sigs, and all around one of the better point guards in the game. But at my number 1 spot, easily the most fun card in the game. The only reason why I'm like ever loading up unlimited is because of Galaxy Russell Westbrook. He's one of my favorite players in real life, at least he was when he was on OKC, and he is just so fun to be using in game. He literally dunks on everybody. He gets crazy and one animations, contact dunks galore, dunks from the free throw line. Like, this card is unstoppable going to the rim, and I always find myself having a lot of fun when I'm using Russell Westbrook. Like, when he's out of the game, I find the game a lot less fun to play. Just for me personally, one of my favorite players in real life, of all time. A great card in game though. Like, he's also a top 5 point guard debatably, and he's just a lot of fun to use. Like, he's got a good jump shot, which is pretty surprising for Russ. He can move very well, and overall, I don't know why, Russ is just so fun to use. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said at the start of the video, I really want to know, who are your guys like top 10 fun cards to use in the game, or just let me know some of your most fun cards to be running right now in season 5, and let me know what you guys think about my top 10. Maybe some other things, maybe some other cards you guys would add into my top 10. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. I know it's a little bit different of a top 10 list. Also, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see me do this again, but with more of budget cards, because I know a lot of these guys are really expensive, like T-Mac, LeBron. Like, we got some Dark Matters on here like DRob. We do have some kind of cheaper guys a little bit, but let me know if you guys want to see me do a kind of budget list where maybe every card's under 50,000 MT, and those are like the top 10 most fun budget cards to be using in the game. Let me know if you guys want to see that as well. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.